Imagine waking up one day, looking in the mirror, and realizing you're still built like a soggy noodle. But somehow, you've been transported into another world, where you can get OP overnight. Sounds like a dream, right? Wrong. Because our guy here starts off as a walking L. Rock bottom stats, zero drip, and about as much confidence as a wet paper towel. But thanks to some bizarre luck and a literal fruit of evolution, he goes from who to whoa. Buckle up, because this ride is about to get weirder than your uncle's Facebook posts. So our boy? Yeah, he's basically the kid in school who eats glue and thinks anime fighting moves work in real life. But fate decides to throw him a lifeline in the form of a cursed fruit that's somehow both a meal and a life-changing gym membership. One bite and boom, my guy goes from looking like a background NPC to having a six-pack that could cut steel. And just when you think, okay, surely this is where things start making sense, nope. His first big fight against a gorilla. And not just any gorilla, a talking, romantic simp gorilla who, instead of beating him to a pulp, wants to date him. Imagine pulling up to a battlefield, expecting a 1 versus 1, but instead, it turns into a romantic comedy subplot. After somehow surviving The Bachelor Jungle Edition, our hero continues his journey, picking up new allies faster than your Wi-Fi drops during a Zoom call. First, there's a pink-haired waifu who's all beauty and vibes, but could probably snap him in half like a glow stick. Then, a literal dragon girl, who has the emotional range of a toaster, but could vaporize a mountain if you look at her wrong. And let's not forget the tsundere elf, who roasts our boy so hard he doesn't even need a campfire to stay warm. At this point, the guy isn't even adventuring. He's just collecting anime cliches like infinity stones. And somehow, every single one of them decides he's the best thing since sliced bread. Meanwhile, the audience is just sitting here, wondering what kind of black magic this dude is using to make this happen. Most anime MCs go through some hardcore training to get stronger, push-ups, sit-ups, a little emotional trauma? Nah. Our dude basically speedruns greatness with minimal effort. He swings his sword once. Suddenly, he's a master swordsman. He reads one magic book. Boom. He's got spells stronger than the entire Wizard Council. This man is out here unlocking new abilities, like he's entering cheat codes in GTA. Meanwhile, his enemies, training their whole lives, busting their butts in a cave, meditating under waterfalls. And what do they get? Folded like lawn chairs in 2 seconds. The disrespect is astronomical. You'd think a world this chaotic would have some terrifying villains, right? Wrong again. Instead, we get bad guys who seem like they're one bad haircut away from a midlife crisis. There's the evil noble who looks like he's overdue on his taxes, the shady king who has all the charisma of a wet sock, and a group of dark mages who spend more time monologuing than actually doing anything threatening. But the best part? Our guy doesn't even take them seriously. He's out here dodging attacks like he's in a dance-off, throwing hands like he's in a slap battle, and somehow managing to solo entire armies while looking confused 90% of the time. Bro woke up, chose violence, and still has no clue what's going on. So, of course, there has to be a big boss fight at the end, right? And you'd think, by now, that our guy would struggle at least a little. But nope. Instead, he pulls out some last-second, never-before-seen, totally unexplained power-up that turns him into an absolute god. One punch later, the bad guy is yeeted into the next dimension, and our boy is back to being everyone's favorite overpowered goofball. And let's talk about this villain for a second. My dude spent years planning his evil schemes, crafting the ultimate battle plan, training his minions, and for what? Just to get one-tapped by a guy who, 10 episodes ago, couldn't even do a proper push-up. Somebody get this man a refund on his villain membership because this ain't it. You thought it was over? Hey. Now we get the classic post-credits scene that teases a sequel, even though the main story wrapped up like 10 episodes ago. Maybe a new villain is lurking in the shadows. Maybe the gorilla wants a rematch. Maybe, just maybe, our guy's about to accidentally unlock an even more broken ability. Who knows? All we do know is that the chaos never truly ends. At the end of the day, this anime isn't about deep storytelling or groundbreaking character arcs. Nope. It's about a dude who ate a weird fruit, leveled up faster than a speedrunner, and somehow ended up with more waifus than brain cells. And honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way. But hold up, we're not done yet. Because the real question is, where does he go from here? Does he keep stacking power-ups until he's basically a glitch in the Matrix? Does the harem keep growing until he needs a Google spreadsheet to manage them? And most importantly, why do gorillas keep showing up in his life? Drop a comment below with your wildest theory, smash that like button if you laughed even once, and don't forget to subscribe for more chaotic anime recaps. Would you eat the fruit of evolution, or are you fine staying a regular human?